Hello, listeners. Welcome to another edition of Bar Frank Talks. Good day, barmen. This is another edition of Bar Frank Talks, and today again we are also with Mr. Bat Okoye-Aniche. Mr. Bat Okoye-Aniche has been a guest on Bar Frank Talks for the past two editions. This is the third edition that he's been featured, and Mr. Bat Okoye-Aniche is candidate for the office of General Secretary, Nigerian Bar Association. Mr. Bat Okoye-Aniche was one time third vice president of the Nigerian Bar Association, and we've asked why he wants to run for General Secretary, having been a third vice president of the Nigerian Bar Association. Do make do to listen to earlier edition on Bar Frank Talks. Mr. Bat Okoye-Aniche, welcome to the show.
Thank you once again.
And once again, too, you are looking very, very energetic.
It's my pleasure. All praises to God.
You don't seem to want to tell us the secret, but it's fine. If you're not going to tell us the secret, welcome to the show, Mr. Bat Okoye-Aniche. Mr. Bat, what is your specific plan for the secretariat? What was it for the staff? There are staffs at the secretariat in this digital age. What's your specific plan?
Yes, I am running to lead a modernized workforce. By the grace of God, I will work with a team of tech-savvy secretariat staff and specially trained lawyers who are equipped for the 21st century service. By combining my institutional experience, having served MBA in 3 different national offices. With the technical mastery, we will deliver a digitalized secretariat that is responsive, accountable, and have a support system for the president's mandate.
All right, thank you very much. You are very, very particular about the president mandate. So it tells us that there will be no sort of friction between. Can you comment this issue of friction between the president and secretary of Nigeria? But we saw that under I don't want to mention, but it was clear it's all over the place. At the time of Apata, there was this very. You may not want to comment on that issue. As a barman, I respect
yes.
that. But generally, what do you think about this issue of conflict, and how do you think it can be handled? Can be avoided?
It can be avoided. It's just that if as General Secretary, I need to have a large heart. To work with the president, because the president under our constitution is the driving force of the Nigerian Bar Association. So as secretary, I just have to develop a large heart to accommodate and work with and maintain a very good cordial relationship with the president. I think it will work out fine.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Bat. A house divided amongst itself cannot stand. I'm aware that you were involved in a lot of peace talks. You have often been the NBA troubleshooter, sent on peace missions to reconcile warring branches across the country. In a bar often divided by politics, how does a general secretary ensure that the secretary remains a neutral ground for peace? How would you ensure that, Mr. Bat?
Yes. I still have the memory. I was sent by NBA to resolve crisis in Ekpoma branch. I was also sent to resolve crisis in Abo branch and also in Calabar branch of the Nigerian Bar Association. Conflict is often just a cry for inclusion. In my years of traversing this country to settle branch disputes, I have learned that you don't bring peace with a gavel. You bring it with a listening ear. As your General Secretary, the Secretariat will not be a place where we take sides. It will be the city of refuge for every member. I promise to use that same spirit of reconciliation to ensure that our next meetings and branch interactions are defined by harmony, not hostility. We are one bar, and under my watch, the Secretariat will be the glue that holds us together.
Your secretary will be the glue that holds us together. Powerful words, Mr. Bat. Audience will not be able to take much question. I think we have one last question or two questions left for Mr. Bat, and that will be the end of the edition where we are going to be having Mr. Bat Okoye Aniche on the show. Mr. Bat, we must speak about 2020. It's not something we want to avoid. I'm aware that you were disqualified from running for this very office you are currently running. The decision the court has since ruled was unjust. Looking back at that period, if maybe painful, I don't know how you feel about it. And now standing here again today, what are your thoughts on that journey?
The truth is that to love the NBA is to be willing to suffer for it. There's no doubt about that. The period was a dark cloud, not just for me, but for the rule of law within our own association. It hurt, not because I couldn't run, but because the system I had served for decades had faltered. But as a lawyer, I didn't resort to bitterness, I resorted to the law. The court has cleared my name, and I hold no grudge. I have forgiven, but I have not forgotten the lessons learned. I'm running now because our secretariat needs a gatekeeper who respects the rights of every member of the association so that what happened to me never happens to another. I am back, but I want to also tell you, the presenter, that I am not back for vengeance, but for service. My heart is still for the bar. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your heart is still for the bar. Thank you, Mr. Bat. I don't know if we'll be able to take this question. I think this is where we wrap it up on Bar Frank Talks. Audience, please pay attention for the next edition of Bar Frank Talks, where we're going to be wrapping it up with Mr. Bat Okoye Aniche. Mr. Bat, thank you for coming to this studio.
It's my pleasure.
Do follow us on our YouTube channel. You find it all over social media platforms so that you can follow other programs on Barlinks News. Thank you. Once again, my name is Collins I. Maidu Anene, and I've been your presenter.